Yo, yo, yo.
Oh, that Vitaly. Smells like profits up in here, bruh.
All I gotta say is a ba-boom boom in your room. That's all I gotta say. Like and subscribe, please. We
Oh,
need
we gotta say yes. Well, we gotta say
we need some support here. Like and subscribe. Get the video out.
yes.
Please send it to your friends.
Like and subscribe, and if you bought FUV, congratulations.
Freelancer Finance.
Yeah,
Guys, I know we have 72 viewers, but
I know. Listen, there's at least 50 of those viewers that were doing this today too.
Yeah,
that were watching it going,
like,
what? It's at 4, it's at 450, it's at 5, you know?
Yep. And we saw it like maybe a week ago jump to 450, and now it bounced back. It bounced back to like 4, but then it just took off like a rocket. We're going to go into why. We're talking, of course, about Arcimoto, FUV, and we've been chatting about this company basically since it was $1.75 to $2, somewhere around there. Here's a video, our videos, and back when it was here 1 month ago. Here it says 1 month ago. Just wanted to show that we were talking about it when it was $2.47. And we were even talking about it before then, of course, personally, when it was like $1.75 when we were buying.
Right.
So this is a good day for us.
And a good day for a lot of other people. It was a good day for FUV.
Yeah, it's only up 26%. That's it. We're going to make this video quick and short. So let's go into why it pumps so hard and why it's shooting up. A couple of things came out.
Boom! It just rocketed off after about 3 o'clock, right before 3 o'clock.
But definitely, like the 3-month window of it, you could have, you could have made a pretty penny.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk about this stock, and there's been plenty of time to jump in.
Look at the market cap of this company. I'm going to zoom it in just so everybody sees it real clear.
At a measly $135 million.
Yes.
That's
and
that's like a bonus of one of the, the S&P 500 CEOs. That's their yearly bonus.
That's Tesla's lunch money.
Yeah.
Daily.
Right.
Yeah. So this is really a small company, even with this crazy run up. So to say that I would never participate, if I heard some even better news, like they sold, let's say they got some big order, I might even jump in for more. If like some other great news came out,
or even upon a delivery, right? They have a delivery of some of their ambulance, one of their ambulance units, and it has it.
Or the deliberator, right? Or any of these things.
Yeah, if there's any good news now on the company, you can expect people to continue to ride the FUV train.
Yeah, and this is going to be a big train because look, if they're actually successful, like we were talking about, it could easily be a $500 million company. This is not even that far away. We started talking about 50 million when we were talking about,
it was at 50 million.
And it's almost at 150. Like when it's literally just going by leaps and bounds because it's so small. This is why the share price, I believe, jumps so high. Makers of the FUV utility vehicle, FUV Rapid Responder and Deliberator, is pleased to announce the retirement of all of its convertible promissory notes with the repayment of an aggregate of approximately 769,000 of its notes and the conversion of 1.4 million of debt to equity at $4.25 per share. So I think they put the bottom on this stock by doing this. You know what I mean?
The president and founder and family members converted approximately $619,000.
They converted their debt. So the history is the family actually invested in the company. So they converted their actual debt into stock now, which is actually a very positive sign, saying like, we believe this is going way higher.
Yeah, they really, really believe in it and are ready to let their investment grow exponentially with the success of the company.
This is what the CEO says. The elimination of debt coupled with the recent equity raise significantly strengthens our balance sheet as we move forward to the next stage of development of the Arcimoto endeavor, said Mark his name is Frommeyer, CEO and founder of Arcimoto. This follows on the heels of our recent deployment of Deliberator, pilot vehicles for ultra-efficient, pure electric, last-mile delivery, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they converted their debt. They have now actual stake in the stock market, said, yeah, we like this.
That's a fun run to watch. After all of the downturns that we've been watching, where you're just watching all of this red, all this blood in the water, it's really nice to see these things just beating expectations. The question now is this a new shelf for them, like 450?
I think so.
Around there and just settle there.
Because basically this elimination of debt and the actual founder converting his notes and his family converting their notes, they have said this is not worth less than $4.25.
Right.
So it might hit again $4. I'm not saying it won't, but
one thing
they're basically saying it's worth more.
Yeah, they're saying it's worth more, and they're willing to bet on it. Like they're actually putting their money where their mouth is. Yeah, once it broke, it broke. Well, it did. It passed a bunch of its moving averages and was off to the races, and then it kept going up. But I mean, we'll see. You know, we'll see if it stays at that level. If it can stay at that level going into the weekend, it's probably a really good sign.
Another brokerage has a buy in it, and they've actually had a lot of brokerages come out with buys, and none of them are big. It's not like, I don't think Morgan Stanley has a buy on this. I think the smaller brokerages are probably getting involved, and everyone is estimating a higher share price. Over here, they're saying buy rating and set a $7 price objective. And you know, it could very well blow past $7, no problem. Boom.
Yeah, I especially in this market, it could be $15 next week.
Oh my God.
I mean, it could literally.
You know what? I would sell at $15 if that happened next week.
That happen only if it happens next week.
It has to happen. Well, time matters, right? Because then that's a huge bubble. 15 is too much. But $7 I wouldn't sell. You know, I did sell some today. I'm going to be honest. I took some profits. It's never bad to take some profits, but I still
especially when it's that much of a ramp up, and you know that there'll be some sort of pullback, especially towards the end of the day.
Well,
it's funny that was when it actually shot up that last half hour.
Which is I'm sad about. It shot up. I literally sold at around 440, and then it shot up right after that.
Yeah. No, same here. I mean,
I was like, what the F? No, well, when I say I sold 25%. I have a lot of shares. I'm not going to go into exact numbers, but I have a good 3/4 of my stake still in it. I made a good amount of money today, and I'm not about to just get rid of this. I think this is going to run a lot higher. That's my belief. Going to run a lot higher. But it's never bad to take a little bit of money off the table in case you're totally wrong.
I guess I'm just overall more pessimistic about the market in general, and I do feel that after tomorrow, this is my prediction that Wednesday we're just going to start to see red. It's just going to be all red. That's my instinct, and so I actually sold. I sold out of my FUV position today. It was around 440.
And I was sad about that. I was sad.
This is where we differ. This is how we differ. I also wasn't as heavily invested, and I was in so low and had made such a profit that I just said I want.
Yeah, you made basically we were up around 100% or more. And today we're up even more than that.
And in this market, those profits go away just as fast. They go away just as fast. And with all of the uncertainty, seeing that kind of a profit in a sea of red, I said, you know what? Let's see what happens with this money somewhere else.
There could be a pullback. Also, when something runs so high, like 30%, people take profits, bottom line. So it might not stay at 550. I'm not saying people should jump in if you're looking to get some FUV. But once again, if you have none, if you have zero FUV.
Right, and you want in.
550 at $138 million market cap still means that the company's nowhere. That's still what it means. If you actually believe in the story, once again, this is still a 3-4x to 500 million.
Yeah.
Or what is it? A 7-8x to 1 billion. If you believe this electric vehicle company should be $1 billion, because honestly, Instagram is 19 billion. Everyone and their mother in the stock market seems to be too many unicorns. And here's a company making electric vehicles that's still worth like dog shit.
Actually, they're one of the few companies that's actually priced based on their
actual valuation.
So when you're looking at them, you're like, why are you guys priced so correctly?
Right.
Why aren't you guys?
You know why they're priced so low? Because like Nikola is not making any vehicles. They're priced at a 30 billion valuation right now. Arcimoto makes vehicles, and they charge a certain amount for the vehicle.
Well, that's their problem. What they need to do is
they actually make
all
something.
of their cars, get rid of everything, and then the stock will shoot up.
And just a side note, Nikola is released, by the way, I don't know if you heard this, but you can pre-order their Cybertruck clone.
Yes.
They have like a EV Cybertruck clone, $5,000 to pre-order. I'm actually very curious what happens with Nikola after this and how many pre-orders they have, because if they don't have a lot.
It's a smart move because Tesla, let's pull up Tesla stock while we're here on the Yahoo. Tesla turned 10 today. Tesla IPO'd 10 years ago at 17.
Oh, wow. Oh, man,
so do the math. Do the math if you put $1,000 into Tesla 10 years ago. And this is what we're saying would be FUV. You get into it.
Well, yeah, I don't know if FUVs are going to be 160 billion. I don't know about that, but
No, but it's about
over a billion.
It's just about saying the long term, holding for the long term,
Yeah,
holding and
yeah.
seeing stock prices. I mean, when this thing IPO'd at $17, anyway, people thought it was going to be $1,000 10 years later.
Right.
It wouldn't have sat at $100 for 50 years or 10 years.
If you bought Tesla as a long shot and you left it alone, God, you were so happy.
You're so happy today.
At $17, what is that? I just wanted. Here's the calculator. 1,000 divided by 17. 58x.
So you'd have 50,000, 58,000 bucks today.
Imagine you actually put 10,000. What is that? 580 grand.
You'd have $580,000. Yeah.
That's I'm so sad. Yeah.
This was a conversation about Bitcoin. It comes down to how far can the money go, right? How far can that money potentially go in what period of time? I mean, that's really what it comes down to. This was a crazy, crazy unicorn shot. But
well, Tesla, if you're looking at it right now, it's $1,010. Today it's up 5%. And it's been bouncing between 960 and 1,015.
Well, it opened today around 960, and I was like, oh man, you know, it's not going to go 1,000. You're going to expect it to go, $40 in a day. But this is Tesla. Tesla will do that in a day. Tesla is just flexing.
Tech is not down. Tech is tremendously up, and everybody thinks there's some massive correction coming for tech. And me and you had a discussion earlier, but I don't think this huge correction for tech is coming. I think companies like Tesla, which mostly sell to upper middle class and rich people, Tesla is like the echelon of vehicles, and I think they can only go up as their reach expands.
I mean, what does Tesla remind you of? Tesla reminds you of Apple. It's a statement piece, and Apple does fine in these environments because when people want something, they want that product. Same thing with Tesla. When you want the electric car that has the statement, you get the Tesla.
I keep looking at electric vehicles. I'm in the market, by the way, for maybe November, maybe early January. I'm still looking for and I keep trying to find something else that's not a Tesla. Let me look at the Kia Kona. I looked at that. I sent you the links.
Next year, 17 new electric vehicles are set to hit the market. That was a whole thing on CNBC today. They had a whole retrospective on like the opening of Tesla when it IPO'd, and like they were showing the history of Tesla. And then they were like, well, where's the landscape today? They go, well, Tesla's obviously disrupted the industry, but they're not necessarily taking it laying down. Now there's going to be 17 new vehicles in the same class, and they're all, what the market's wondering now, or what the investors are wondering is, how are they now going to fare when there's actual competition? But then they bring up the charts and show GM's market cap. It's just, and then
you know what? I'm going to go back.
When everyone understands that they're have all these disparate technologies, and they're really a technology company, man, when that's Apple status, man. That's $1 trillion.
Well, so I just wanted to show market cap. 187 billion for Tesla, and GM, which has been around for 100 years, whatever, is 36 billion.
36 billion.
Is Tesla 5-6x more than GM in terms of market cap? And they don't.
That market cap, everything over $300 with Tesla was the technology aspect of it. Yeah. Because before that, they were like, how many cars are you selling? Are you going to meet your model? But then they send one car to Japan, they rip it open, and they're like, this technology is alien to us.
Yeah, because
they go, oh, shit.
Car companies don't, first of all, have any software skills at all. So all of this, it's not just hardware. There's a lot of software that goes into a good vehicle like a Tesla. There's a lot of AI and machine learning. And these car companies have outsourced everything. They make the engines and nothing else.
And they style the body. This is Arcimoto. These ratings come every day. They're updated all the time. Zach is saying that as of now, they're rating it a hold.
A hold, yeah.
They're saying for value, it's an F. For D, it's a D for growth. C for momentum, which we saw today. This here is more, I don't know what this is.
Well, that's weird. The D for growth, I would say this is an A for growth.
Put it like this. Even if FUV performed that way today, it was still out of the ordinary. It wasn't like, I don't know, it wasn't like one of these medical stocks.
I
the vaccine business. Those stocks.
I know what you're saying. Right. I know what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
But this is where the value of something comes in. When you find a story that's true and the actual financials to back it up,
Right, but
and the company
Zacks is
blows
not
up.
rating it on Zacks is not rating this on their perceived value. What they're saying, this F to me shows that they're have a very small market cap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like they're just
I
saying
get.
that
Oh
in
yeah,
terms of a value, like because here's the deal: in terms of value and growth, today was a freak, but it's really hard to make money on FUV up till today because the volume was so low. This is Tesla's compared to it. So
F.
Tesla has
F
an
for
F for value
value.
because they
Right.
understand that the valuation is ridiculous for this company.
Right.
But they still have it as a 2 as a buy.
Isn't that that's ridiculous?
Not a
2 is a
one.
buy, F for value. I don't get it.
But this makes sense because if you look at a company with an A value, it's an Apple. Apple has strong fundamentals, tons of money in the bank.
I know, but
You
it
know,
should have a C. I feel like they're being very. It's like opposite ends. Like here,
there.
buy this,
No,
but
I
it's
mean,
not a good
look,
buy.
for we can say that, and I mean we can be biased, but for the most part, I do trust the underlying fundamentals of how they rank these stocks.
Well, FUV, you're killing it. Keep killing it for us. I believe in you. Please like and subscribe, and if possible, just share with anybody who's interested in freelancers and finance and just making their lives better.
How to make their money work for them.
Yeah, agreed.
Be sure to leave a comment below of any stocks that you're looking at, any stocks that you'd like us to talk about, or just any general questions.
And if you have Bitcoin, we'll give you a Bitcoin address where you can send us some money.
Yes, exactly. We're going to have our Patreon is all through Coinbase.
Yeah, right. That'd be amazing.